Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Grim Fandango. Here we are in the second year starting off, and it looks like Manny has made well for himself in the past year. In fact, if that's his boat down there, hot damn. And someone wants to see us here.
My wartime communications from Salvador. He's been sending me messages like this for the last year.
Agent Calavera, I have word that you arrived in Rubalcaba safely. This is great news, as your service to the LSA may now continue. I am pleased to report the successful hatching of the eggs you liberated. The hatchlings, which Eva has named Manny and Meche, are quite healthy and eager to serve our cause. With luck, my next letter will be borne to you across the sky by these young gossamer wings of truth. For the revolution, Salvador Limones.
I'm not done reading it yet, but maybe later.
Interesting. Ooh, fancy.
Lady luck.
Leader, Noir Monk, number 2. 2 is the winner. Your chips, monsieur.
Oh, I thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets. Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed. No more bets, please.
Huh. Interesting.
Le numéro gagnant, le 21, rouge, Empereur et passe. 21, red.
Huh, we
Mesdames
can
et
fix the
messieurs,
table.
faites vos jeux, s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place
That's
your
good
bets.
information.
Can't. What if Meche makes her big arrival and I sleep through it?
Get the feeling poor Manny's been saying that for a year now. You're a little short to be a coat person there, lady. Oh my god, is Gladys playing the piano? That's amazing.
Evening, Lupe.
Hi, Manny. I have to tell you about my new organizational system for the coats.
Think she'll come in tonight?
Manny, you ask me that every night. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say, yes, I think tonight's the night.
Yes, I think tonight's the night that you finally go nuts from waiting for the grand entrance of Ms. Mercedes Colomar.
Let's try that again, shall we? Think she'll come in tonight?
Yes, I think tonight's definitely the night.
Thank you. It's my fault she's out in the woods alone, you know.
If you say so, Manny.
Bogan come in yet?
Yeah, he's down at the casino, probably enjoying his usual lucky streak.
How's the flow tonight?
We're dead tonight, Manny. Everybody's back home for the Day of the Dead, I guess. Except for the casino. The casino's hopping. Why is it that all the people who don't go home are the same people who just love to gamble?
Well, I guess when you've got nothing to go home to, you've got nothing to lose.
Hey, we should put that over the door.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's probably not your greatest marketing campaign.
Everything okay back in the land of fur and fedoras?
Everything's in order. It's beautiful. I can't wait for people to come in and try the new system. It's so cool. Want to hear about it?
I mean, not really, but sure.
Okay, tell me all the details about your new code check system.
Yay! Okay, I found all these plastic tiles in the back, left over from the automat, and guess what? They all have numbers on them. So what I'm doing is, I give one to everyone who checks a code in and... Manny, you're not even listening to me. I go to all this work organizing your coats, and you don't even care.
Lupe.
Forget it. Don't pretend to care.
No, I want to hear.
Hup. Oh, I'll tell someone else about it. Someone who cares.
Boy, that's
Please,
harsh.
Tell me all about your new code check system, really.
Don't patronize me, Cal.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
I tried. Now we want to check out what's going on in here. Gladys at the piano. How'd you get a suit for him that big?
Quiet night, huh, Carnal?
Day of the Dead ain't good for business, Chief. But last night, remember last night, Manny? Oh, wait!
What's that you're playing?
Oh, this is just a little, love song for a special lady.
Sing a little bit of that song, why don't you?
Well, I only have this part. Bone wagon.
I like it.
Ah, Gladys original.
You think she'll come in tonight?
Who, my special lady?
No, Meche.
You know what, Manny? I think she will. I got a feeling tonight's the night.
You know, when we leave, I'm actually gonna miss this place.
Aw, Manny, why can't we just stay here? We got our fancy club, we got 3 squares a day. Max lets me take the bone wagon out on his kitty track once a week. Plus, we look good in these clothes.
Gladys, I can't live in this world forever. It's not where I belong. I've gotta find Meche and help her. Because if it weren't for me, she'd have been on that train a year ago.
Okay, Manny.
Well, I'll let you get back to practicing.
I don't need to practice, man. I'm good.
Gladys kind of has a point. Is there anything really left for Manny? I mean, I'm sure he still wants to find Mercedes, but beyond that, kind of good here.
Ah, Marillo de Oro. A very fine liqueur filled with solid gold flakes. Yes, I better take this with me for safekeeping.
Yeah, safekeeping.
Well, maybe just a sip.
Yeah, I got an achievement for taking a drink of that. Alright. Interesting. Then we got in the back room here.
Mesdames et messieurs, faites vos jeux s'il vous plaît. Ladies and gentlemen, please place your bets.
Mind if I sit down, Charlie?
Of course not, Manny. I mean, it is your club, right?
Right. So what are you doing in it? Didn't I tell you not to come back until you can pay your bar tab?
Oh, or they kicked me out of that cat track for printing fake betting stubs. So now I have to come here, Manny, which I love,
Yeah, this guy's pretty shady.
How did you print fake betting stubs?
With this. Isn't she beautiful? The last time I was incarcerated, I shared a cell with the most dishonest con man I ever met. He was strictly small time, and I managed to steal this from him quite easily.
Thanks. You never know when this may come in handy.
Ooh,
Hey,
interesting.
give that back to me, Manny.
Maybe once you settle your bar tab, eh, Charlie?
Oh, Manny.
Man, that's harsh.
What else can you
That
count?
probably deserves it, though.
Nothing. Anything.
So can you make passports?
Manny, you still think like a living man in so many ways. No soul needs a passport. We are all citizens of the same nation, and our king rides a pale horse.
So no passports.
No, that little hologram is so tricky, you know?
How about driver's licenses?
Sure. Just, give me a recent picture, $50 in, about 2 weeks, okay?
When I think of something I need, I'll come back.
I'm not a wishing well, Manny.
Why aren't you over at the roulette tables?
The roulette is for lonely widows and Frenchmen. Why don't you get some slot machines, Manny? Everybody, old women, little children, they all love slot machines. And I have a system, an infallible system for beating them.
That doesn't sound like a good reason for man to get slot machines.
I'll think about it.
I can tell when you're just humoring me, you know?
I think slot machines attract an undesirable element.
Oh, well, we're all undesirable, Manny.
Yeah, but your credit's no good to boot. All my friends are lonely widows and Frenchmen.
Except me, Manny. I'm here to keep you sane.
Yeah, I don't know about
Tell me your
that.
system, Charlie.
I can't tell you my secrets, just this. You have to become one with the bandit, Manny. You have to get inside the machine and make it want to pay.
On second thought, stay away from my roulette tables. That's a nice suit. Where'd you steal it?
Manny, if you learn to play the odds like Chowchilla Charlie, then maybe you too can have a suit this fine someday.
Well, I've got a club to run, so...
Yeah, if he could afford that
yes.
suit, he'd be able to
Please,
afford to pay his
Manny.
tab.
Get on with your glamorous life.
I wonder if we can make a deal with him by fixing the roulette table.
Leader, Noir,
You
number
know,
two.
some people
Two
say
is
you
the
should
winner.
always walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Your chips, monsieur.
Oh, I thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs,
some
faites
people
vos
say
jeux,
you
s'il
should
vous
always
plaît.
walk away from the table when you're on a winning streak.
Oh, yes, but I'm feeling extra lucky tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please place
Not
your
while they're
bets.
losing.
Mesdames et messieurs, rien ne va plus. Les jeux sont faits. Ladies and gentlemen, betting is closed.
Now, I think Lupe said that someone had come in, right? Where the heck are they? Calavera Cafe. It's a pretty nice looking place.
Meche?
Manny, help me. I've been lost for so long. Why didn't you look for me?
I did. You ran off. Why?
Because you said I was no good. I've been all alone in the world for a whole year. And it's all because of you!
The hell was that? That Domino? You bastard. Oh.
This gonna be an annual thing with you, Manny? Every Day of the Dead, you toss your bones into the drink and I fish 'em out?
I don't plan to be around that long, Velasco. As soon as I find out where that ocean liner's going, I'm after it.
Ho ho! That ship's going to Puerto Zapato. That's the other side of the world. Ain't no ships going out that way but the old limbo here, but...
But nothing. If the limbo's my only hope, then I'm already on board.
Well, good luck, son. That's all I got to say.
Zapato, isn't that the Spanish word for shoe? Is that port shoe, or is my Spanish that old? Also, the face in the moon back there is a little creepy.
That's Kay Cuter, and Kay was, I don't know, late 70s, early 80s, and he had big, long, gray beard.
Yeah.
And he was a raging smoker.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
you'd have to break him every 45 minutes,
Oh,
otherwise he'd start getting into a really bad mood. And on one of those sessions, he plays the croupier later on, where he speaks French and English, and it's just, he delivers the numbers. We were behind on time, and so I sort of pushed him to an hour, and all of a sudden I found myself in an argument with Kay over how to pronounce 20 in French.
Oh.
And so I was like, it's definitely time for a smoke break on you. Get out of here.
It's locked.
I know, I locked it.
She didn't seem too keen on going with him initially, but then she knocked us off the plank there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on.
It's locked, but there's nothing up there anyway. This gate only leads up to the Lambada dock, and the Lambada's gone. I've got the lumps to prove it. I've tried. Only Gladys can get these doors open.
Hey, what's this? Mess with this? Nah. Man, this place is huge.
There it is. Max's giant cat racetrack. How's a regular guy with 3 roulette tables supposed to compete with that?
That is a pretty huge place. Oh wow, what's down here?
Not now, Manny. I'm in the middle of something with Naranja here.
Looks like it hurts.
Man, getting tattooed right on the bone? That would definitely hurt.
It's empty.
Yeah, I got to remember to get more liquid nitrogen from morgue.
Liquid nitrogen?
Freeze the bones, less painful that way.
Hey, that sounds good. I could go for that.
You got plenty of painkiller in that bottle of yours, so shut up and hold still.
It's empty. It's empty. What's that you're working on there?
I told you, Calavera, not... Hey! Shut door! You slowed down my grinder. Very painful. Very painful, eh, Naranja? Like torture.
That's pretty interesting.
Looks like it hurts.
I wonder if I can give him that bottle of alcohol I have.
I don't really want to do that. There's stronger stuff than that in there already.
I guess not.
Do that.
What else we got here? Ticket printer.
Calavera, it is indeed a great day for
Ah,
the
that
revolution.
note.
Say hola to little Manny, the first enlisted messenger to serve the LSA. Please feed him some breadcrumbs and send him back quickly, so we may know that our maiden flight was a success.
What's the cat race track? I don't know if we get to go see the cat races. That's the strangest sounding thing. Are they just like skeleton cats? Like a horse race? Hey, what's going on over here? Those bees?
Cold one, huh, Terry?
Yeah, it's always cold when you're unemployed, Manny.
Who's unemployed? Aren't you guys in the union?
The union? They don't look after us little guys. They're run by the coppers. And you of all people should know, Manny, that the cops are in bed with the gambling joints.
Hey, I run an honest joint. We ain't in bed with nobody.
What about the protection money?
We pay every week. On the nose, through the nose, like an honest place should.
See what I mean? This town is just a big conga line of hustlers, all laughing and dancing and scratching each other's backs.
Why aren't you guys up there working?
You don't know the deal down here on the docks, do you, Manny? If you want to get the jobs, you have to pay the unions extra dues. And that ain't cheap. We don't pay, and so they put us on barrel duty.
Barrel duty? Is that just sitting around the barrel?
Why don't you just pay the union off then?
We got our pride, Manny. We're straight stingers, you know? Not to mention we just don't have any cash to spare now that we're not working. I mean, it's like a problem where, the solution makes the problem, worse.
Like a catch-22?
Yeah, wow. I wish I knew words like that.
If the union is crooked, why don't you register a complaint?
That's That's a good one, Manny. Did you hear that, guys? He thinks we should register a complaint.
You bees are being exploited. You
No,
should
they're
do
worker
something
bees.
about it.
I get it.
Yeah, what can we do? We're just a handful of unorganized drones.
Oh,
We don't
man.
know nothing about nothing except just how to take it on a chin.
I think you're just a bunch of complainers.
You don't know what it's like, man. Every day we come down here, we try and make an honest living. We find out that you gotta be a crooked bee to win down here. He knocks the pollen out of you, man. He makes you weak.
If the cops own the union and gambling's in bed with the cops.
Yeah, and then who really runs the gambling, right? Well, no offense, but Maximino is really the big boy in town, obviously. But word is, he gets his orders from some hardcore gangsters in El Mero. Yeah, that fancy cat track is really just a big laundromat, if you get my drift.
You bees gotta be strong.
Things just aren't the way they should be down here, Manny. It's like the worker bees, they do all the work. But we can't affect it's like the way that things are produced should be controlled by, we should, forget it. I'm just a dumb, hungry, out-of-work bee.
So, essentially, the cat track is just money laundering coming from El Mero. Alright, good to know. It's quite the scheme going on, actually. Oh, wow, this place is massive. What do we got? Can we go in any of these places here? No. Oh, I didn't expect that to. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this must go up to the cat track. I don't want to go there yet. Boy, that is the unsafest looking elevator I've ever seen. Alright, we'll check this place out and the rest of Rubikava next time. And see what's going on in the blue casket. I have an interesting poster there. So if you enjoyed the video, click like, helps out a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more. See you soon.